Welcome to my Week 5 battle of the PDL. This week, my team is taking on Coach Maki of the Sin City Scissors. They are currently 3-1. We are currently 1-3. And so I need to make a comeback this season because it hasn't been looking too good. So that's the plan. My opponent's team for this week is Palafin, Iron Treads, Cinderace, Hisui and Zoroark, Rotom-Mow, Galarian Slowbro, Garganacl, Gyarados, Chestnut, Darkspun, and Altaria. Now, first couple things, Palafin is a huge threat, especially with Terra Grass, because then my Dondozo can't wall it, because Dondozo walls it very, very well if it doesn't have a grass move, which we still can handle, like a Terra Blast Grass, but it's a little bit more threatening. I also have I have a few ways to handle it. I'm worried about the Zoroark. The Cinderace is a little bit annoying, but as you see, we'll go over the team here and we'll be able to take care of some things here. So first we have Inteleon. We are bringing the Scope Lens Sniper set. This set is so good. I am pretty sure my team outspeeds his entire team, if I remember correctly. Give me 1 second here. I'm pulling it up. But I think Inteleon is the fastest Pokemon this week on both sides. I'm going to confirm here in a second. Well, besides Electrode, yeah. So Inteleon outspeeds our opponent's fastest Pokemon, which is Cinderace. And besides Snipe Shot and Ice Beam, I can pretty much hit his entire team. I can't hit the Palafin pre-Terra, and I can't hit the Gyarados, but critical hits from Snipe Shot do so much damage due to the Sniper boost that it does like 40% to either of them, so I'm not too worried about it. Ice Beam also hits Gyarados neutrally, so like that's not a huge deal. Substitute is just there as like another move. That's the problem with Inteleon. Inteleon doesn't get the most coverage, so it's really hard to figure out what move to run. But since it forces switches, I think Substitute is going to work the best. And then U-turns just to switch out, get some momentum, that sort of thing. We have King Gambit, the team's kill leader for this season, running just the most standard set of Kowtow, Cleave, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Swords Dance. I was originally going to put Terra Flying, Terra Blast. I am Terra Flying, but I was going to put Terra Blast on this set specifically for the Chestnut. But I highly doubt Chestnut comes. I threaten it with most of my Pokemon just naturally threaten it, so it just doesn't have the matchup where it wants to come. And if it does come, I'll be able to handle it. I have Swords Dance on here. The goal is to just Swords Dance and then be able to kind of Sucker Punch through his team. We have Black Glasses to boost that and the damage on Kowtow Cleave. Next we have Klefki. Klefki is our screen setter for this week. Light Screen, Reflect. Magnet Rise is there for anything that wants to Earthquake us, whether it be the Gyarados or specifically the Iron Treads. The Iron Tread switches into this very well. And then our last move is Foul Play, because it hits all the physical attackers, and then the two main special attackers on his team, being Zoroark and Slowbro, actually take super effective damage from Foul Play. And plus Zoroark still has a huge attack stat, so it does a ton of damage. It stops anything from maybe like possibly setting up like a Curse, Garganacl, and that sort of thing. Next we have Dondozo. The only thing with this set that I'm not fully set on was I've been considering putting Covert Cloak over Leftovers to stop Salt Cure from Garganacl, but Tauros and Landorus stop it pretty well. Like, my whole team has a type advantage against Garganacl, so I don't think it's a huge deal. Yawn Protect is to maybe catch something off guard if we yawn like the Palafin or the Cinderace or the Rotom and they go for a switch move on a Protect. They're locked in and now they're sleeping. It worked actually very well in testing, so I'm hoping that it goes similarly in the battle. Fully Phys Dab to handle all of the physical offensive threats like the Gyarados, the Palafin, the Cinderace, and we're unaware so that things cannot set up like the previously mentioned Gyarados. We have Tauros, Trailblaze, Close Combat, Raging Bull, Earthquake. I originally had Leftovers on this set, but I realized that I had 4 moves, and Assault Vest just actually really helped me tank some moves from Rotom. Trailblaze to boost the speed. Close Combat does a ton of damage. Earthquake hits the Iron Treads, and mainly the Slowbro and Yeah, mainly the Slowbro. And then Raging Bull, I originally had Flare Blitz on this set, but I noticed something in testing. Well, not noticed, but realized. So I have screens on this week, and Cinderace gets the move Court Change, which swaps all hazards, including screens. And so I have Raging Bull in case there's a scenario where the Cinderace ends up swapping my screens onto their side. I can go Tauros, Raging Bull, break the screens. This also, if they have a screen setter themselves, I think maybe Slowbro gets screens. This will also stop that from being extra bulky. And last but not least, we have Choice Scarf Landorus. Landorus is a bit slow this week, just comparatively to our opponent's team. Iron Treads outspeeds it, Zoroark outspeeds it, and then Cinderace. So Choice Scarf was very, very good. Earth Power hits most of his team. Rock Slide is there specifically for the Gyarados. Psychic is specifically there in case Chestnut comes, and then U-Turn just for switching. The main two moves you're going to see me clicking with this is Earth Power and U-Turn. U-Turn hits Rotom the best, so I click it a lot. Plus, switching out with this is just very good. So I think we have a really good chance this week. I need to bring it back because I'm pretty sure if I lose this, I have, like, no chance of coming back this season. Like, I'm pretty sure, and things change, obviously, but I have to win most of my battles. I can probably afford to lose, like, one more this season because it's only top 6 that go to playoffs. So hopefully we can win this. Yeah, we're going to hop into the battle. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are with the battle. My opponent has Palafin, Cinderace, Iron Treads, Rotom-Mow, Zoroark, Hisuian Zoroark, and Garganacl. I think I kind of want to lead the screens, but with Cinderace around, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. I can definitely see a Palafin lead coming out here. So I'm somewhere between Dondozo and Landorus. Because if I go Dondozo, he might Terra early, but he might also just flip turn. So okay. I'm gonna lead Landorus here. Because if he Jet Punches, it doesn't do, like, too crazy damage. The only, he can't even be faster than me if he's Scarfed. So, or well, he can, but we'll find out right away. So we're just gonna U-turn out here. If he Jet Punches, we take some damage. Not a huge deal. If he flip turns before me, he's either Scarfed or he is Scarfed. But he might be. Okay, sorry. Wow, I'm stupid. If he goes faster than me, he is Jolly Scarf. If I go faster, he's most likely not Scarfed, but he could be Banded Scarfed. That was what I was trying to spit out that entire time. That was so difficult. I don't know why. Okay, he goes Rotom, which is perfect. Ooh, crit on the U-turn is huge. Because this Rotom is a pretty decent threat for my team. Tauros just comes out now, though, since it got crit there. I kind of want a Raging Bull for the speed boost, but I probably should just Raging Bull. I'm gonna Trailblaze. No, I'm gonna. Fuck. Okay, wait. Hold up. Let me think this through. If I Trailblaze is good on everything but Palafin. Is so where Raging Bull has a couple other switch. Okay, we're gonna Trailblaze here, because if he stays in, the following turn we'll just be able to KO him. I wonder if he's gonna Volt Switch. Volt Switch doesn't do a lot at all. I mean, none of his moves do. I don't think that he stays in. Let me look. We are faster if he has no speed. I don't have like another switch into this Rotom. Okay, that's fine, because now we're going to be faster. So we'll be able to knock him out this turn. Palafin probably should come out here now, since it's got Jet Punch. It's the only thing that's guaranteed can be faster than this. Because if anything else comes in, I hit it extremely hard. I hit Cinderace with an Earthquake. I hit Iron Treads and Garganacl with a close combat. I gotta watch that Zoroark as well. I have to keep that in mind. That thing could be disguised at any point. It's weird seeing Zoroark on the other side of the field. I'm so used to being the person who uses Zoroark since I have it. I've drafted it so many times. I think I've used it 3 times already. One of my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I definitely think Palafin is what comes out here. Inteleon looks amazing. Snipe Shot just goes to town on his team. I'm almost expecting maybe like a Scarfed Cinderace or Zoroark to handle Inteleon, because Inteleon just is so threatening, especially with Rotom already being off the field. That's just one of the 2 water resists on this team gone. Palafin's definitely going to be Terra Grass. It probably has Terra Blast too. I'm going to have to be careful with Dondozo switching into it. Goes Garganacl, which makes you want a close combat, right? But if it's a Zoroark, I don't. Oh, this is a rough one. I'm gonna Earthquake. So that's Zoroark. All right, we're Assault Vest. We eat that for breakfast, and I'm just gonna Raging Bull here. Earthquake was safer than close combat because I don't want to close combat a ghost type. So it was safer to make that play. I wonder if Raging Bull would have killed this if I would have just clicked it. No, it wouldn't have. So it's cool that we made the Earthquake play. And his Shadow Ball did how much? 31%. So that's not choice specs. It might be choice Scarf. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to Raging Bull. I'm going to Earthquake again, just on the off chance that he actually goes Garganacl. Because Earthquake will kill again. He has no immunities. Okay, this is faster than me. Guaranteed. Do I want to keep this alive? I think I have a pretty free switch into to Dozo here, so I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna Wave Crash here. He sacks Zoroark. That's fine. We had Rock Slide for the Gyarados. That didn't come, so that's alright. I had to put Gyarados tech on here, because otherwise, like, it could just eat Wave Crashes. Especially if it was Intimidate and it lowers my attack. Okay, here is actual Garganacl. This does get Sulk here. I'm just going to Protect once to see what he wants to do here. Okay, so he goes for the Sulk here, which is totally fine. We're going to go Tauros here. Intimidate it off, and we can get a big close combat off here. I don't die to the next one either, which is great. But Tauros no longer has a purpose. We're gonna let it go down here, get off a huge close combat. He doesn't have switch-ins to this now that. I'm wondering if he doesn't have Jet Punch on Palafin, because he never went to it on this. He ended up going Treads to make this switch out when it was at +1, which is just odd to me. Because Palafin threatens this. Palafin's so strong. Like, Jet Punch guarantee would have killed. Okay, so he's just gonna stall me out here. That's fine. We'll get him weakened here. Down to like 57% if he has leftovers a little more. No lefties is weird. Maybe like, I wonder if it's like Pasho Berry. Or is it Shuka? I'm gonna go this. This just comes in now. So if it's Shuka, does it live this? It does, but I don't think it can do much back. I think it would probably be Pasho if anything. I'm just shocked no leftovers. That was what I expected. Alright, Palafin comes out. We're going to go Dondozo again. He can Terra Grass. But that opens up Inteleon's Ice Beam. So... yeah, Choice Banded Jet Punch would knock out Landorus here, so yeah, we can't risk that. Okay, he goes Garg. I'm gonna Wave Crash here. I don't want him to freely recover, and I'm not, like, Salt Cure's not the end of the world. And he actually goes down, so that's awesome. He was not Fizz Dev. He was probably Spit F. We have to switch out to get rid of the Salt Cure, but this beats Cinderace. And Palafin can break through with Terra Water, but it's not going to be able to break through the whole team. Or, I keep saying Terra Water. Terra Grass. I do it every time. Okay, so this comes out. We have to switch here. I can't stay in. So I'm going to go Klefki here. I don't want to set up screens. I don't want to give Cinderace that opportunity. Doesn't bring Terra Grass? Maybe? I'm just going to foul play here. Yeah, I don't want to set up screens for this. So it's Terra Water. Wave Crash knocks us out. Okay, that's fine. I go Dondozo here. I'm going to protect the first turn to get some leftover recovery. Or I could just yawn. Let me just yawn. And he is Life Orb, so he's going to wear himself down pretty quickly here. I'm going to Wave Crash. Because if he switches, it's huge. And if he doesn't, he's sleeping. So... it's a win-win. I'm so shocked he didn't bring Terra Grass. I was so terrified of it. Because it stops Dondozo. Ooh, huge crit for him there. Alright, Dondozo takes out Palafin. Oh, and he lived! I definitely thought he was going to die to the recoil there. Alright, we're going to protect. Try to get a little bit of health left. Okay, it says Pyro Ball has a chance to kill, and it didn't. Ooh, he lived on one. It's fine. We just go Lando here. And we Earth Power, and that is GG's. I want to give a huge shout out to my opponent. We had a few issues before the battle. I accidentally loaded up the wrong team, and there was just a little bit of stuff that happened. Not a huge deal. We ended up working it out. We had the battle. It went pretty well. So yeah, GG's, and like once again, thank you to my opponent for helping me figure this out. I'm sorry for any issues I caused. But that is it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.